Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adults, children of all ages, the 1216 podcast is here to bring you the greatest podcast in the world.
Motherfucking fool, man.
With the best 1-2 combo. We have 12, we have 16. Together we are the 1216 Infinite Void podcast.
This nigga. Hell no, fucking fool. But we are back, man.
We are fucking back. We're back from Comic-Con. We got a little bit of jitter still going on strong with
man.
You know that post-con depression is hard, man.
Man. Fucking and trying to get back into the schedule of recording and all that shit too is kind of difficult after the fucking convention. But we back, we here.
On the 25th.
We got 4 episodes. We ready to go. Fucking 2 JJK episodes and 2 One Piece episodes. We ready, man. Fucking JJK has been crazy. The past 2 episodes. We can start off with episode 12.
Bro, that boy, me.
Man.
That nigga walked inside that bitch like, hey, yo, what up? How's it going? Dog.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see Nanami actually go above what he did back then.
When they were fighting Mahito, yeah.
Dog, what?
Yeah. This is the first time we've actually seen him like angry, upset, you know what I mean? Like emotion type shit. You know, he's been pretty much calm, kind of nonchalant all the times we've seen him and shit, from when we first met him with Yuji and all that, to even some of his backstory and whatnot, where he was going to the deli or whatever that shit was, the bakery and whatnot. Like, he's just cool, calm, and collected. But in this episode, bro, he snapped after, because Buddy ass, he was going around killing all they, like, the suit people. I don't know exactly what they call them, but like the suit people,
henchmen,
basically who work with them and whatnot, about the cursed spirits and the fucking the domain, not domains, but the veils and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So he was kind of pissed that basically all of them died except the dude that we pretty much spent most of the time with. He's not dead, so he basically ended up fucking snapping. So I was kind of upset that we didn't get to see May fight, but I'm hoping maybe we'll get to see her fight later on.
Hey, I'm cool. What we got, bro?
No, cause she didn't really get to do shit against Buddy. He put him in the fucking the domain expansion shit, and she busted out, and that was all we seen. So I'm like, I want to see her go crazy.
You're in for a treat.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to see her go crazy, my boy. That's my girl.
You're in for a treat with that one.
That's my girl.
I fuck around and slipped up, bro. I was bored one day, got to read.
I kind of figured that shit when you replied to fucking Life is Anime podcast about the fucking. I seen that message, so I was like, oh, okay, this nigga reading this shit now. Hell no.
I was like, oh shit, bro. I done fell into this infinite real. God damn it.
Nah.
But it never stops. You thought One Piece was the only one that we had.
Nah. Yeah, I might. For me, I might start reading it after Shibuya, just because I don't really know what goes on in Shibuya, so I'm gonna try and get through that without spoiling shit, and then I'll pick up.
You gotta read Black Clover, bro. You gotta read Black Clover.
Funny as hell, this nigga. Yeah, but I mean, in episode 12, it was really just Nanami going crazy the whole, well, not the whole episode, but like the back half of the episode. Cause you see Nobara, she was fighting and shit against Buddy ass, but she couldn't really. She was getting. Yeah, I hated that. I put that shit in my notes. Hated seeing Nobara lose. That's my girl too. So seeing her get wrecked and whatnot by Buddy ass with the sword, I hated that shit.
Come on now, you gotta do better, girl. You got to do better.
Come on now, she down there on the bottom. What you talking about?
Right there, the big three.
Yeah, she right there. If I can point to her, that she. If I can give a finger, there she go. Yeah, my baby. But yeah, she went. She unfortunately didn't go crazy in the episode and whatnot. She got kind of wrecked by Buddy ass. So I'm wondering like what kind of grade they give him. He's not a cursed spirit. He's a person, but like what level is he? You know what I mean? So.
But I mean, she did have a good save at the end of it with the fucking hand coming through.
Yeah, with the nails, and she knocked that shit and flipped the sword back.
She had 2 nails, hit both of them, and bounced off the other.
She cold with that hammer, boy. With the resonance. That's my girl, man. Yeah.
Going crazy with that shit, but that led right into fucking dog. Not a me. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit took me by like off forever, bro. Naname's punch, like just him falling down in slow motion. It gave
With
me
the
that
thing,
Gone
yeah,
vibe.
with his shit wrapped.
Yes, bro.
That's what everybody has been saying, comparing that shit to fucking the Gone Show Me Rock shit when he punched his ass. Cause he like charged that shit up, bro, and then fucking knocked his ass off. Yo,
that nigga. I'm glad Killer wasn't here for that one.
Man,
Killed this dog. What the man?
Loving it. I mean, then that pretty much, that takes us into the next episode. So it's the first time we get to see Uzumaki this season. He was with Yuji. He basically like fucked up some of the cursed spirits and whatnot, so Yuji could kind of go inside the building. Mm-hmm. And then from basically that point when Yuji gets inside, the whole episode is just hands, bro. Whole episode is just fucking hands. I really had too much to write because that's really all that shit was just them motherfuckers going at it, bro. It was a great episode. I don't know his name, so I just called him the Blood Curse Brother, because that was his ability, fucking basically blood bending, like a fucking Avatar and shit. So his shit was cold, man. His shit was cold. The fucking piercing shit, like turning blood into fucking armor and just all the different kind of things that he could do with it. That shit was pretty fucking cool to see, man. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Undead Unluck. He's not necessarily using the blood, but he like, shooting his body off and shit. Like, that shit was cold, man. That shit was really cold.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? My watching.
Yes, sir. I'm in that shit. I'm 3 episodes deep. That shit, Shangri-La, and then fucking Gluttony of Berserker. Yeah, locked in. Every week I'm watching them episodes.
The Berserker Gluttony is fucking cold.
Rocking with it. Yeah, my favorite shit is fucking Shangri-La. Bro.
I
am loving
me
that
in the video
shit.
Game, I want to go there.
I am loving that shit, bro. It's amazing. The fucking Lycan Wolf and everything. Like, bro. That shit is crazy. I see fucking bro ass. He said he started reading that shit too. He was like, he started watching. He's 60 chapters in. Hell no. I feel it.
Going and going.
Mm-hmm. I feel it though.
Shit is like that. But no, he was definitely on some shit. This blood piercing shit, bro.
Man,
like this nigga is cold, bro. Like your only weakness is them thinning your blood with water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that didn't even work all the way because you still
because he was still strong with the shit. Yeah, he was still strong with the shit.
Fucking, he wants to be good at hand-to-hand combat. I thought.
No, that's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And prove that nigga wrong. Hey. He got the. Yeah, come on, boy. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, okay, bet, okay. Yeah. Even though we did see fucking Yuji get his ass knocked the fuck down, bro.
I couldn't believe that shit, man. I'm so used to him finally like pulling it off at the end type shit, but like no, he got whooped. He did lose.
Put the brakes.
But what he say? He said it doesn't matter if I'm not the one to save Gojo. I just need to get this nigga, out the way. And essentially, like. He didn't beat him, but like motherfuckers bloody as hell and fucking walking off. So like he's damaged. And then what we see at the very end, we know obviously Yuji's not gonna die because he's the vessel for Sukuna and all that kind of shit. He's the main, the main character. You see those 2 girls come in and whatnot. So they were the 2 who fucking Ghetto saved. So what's their whole? Are they gonna team up with the Jujutsu sorcerers basically because the fucking curse shit stole Ghetto's body, so they're like, now, okay, you fucking did that shit to us. And that couple of episodes ago when they were on the train tracks and shit, so they faded back behind the bodies and shit. They're like, okay, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all curses. We finna help the Jujutsu sorcerer. So they came in and helped out Yuji. So with this, I haven't read, so I'm kind of like, did they kind of do some shit in fucking Buddy Ass's head to make him like think they were related or some shit like that? Cause that shit was crazy, bro. Like out of nowhere, like he's thinking like they related and brothers or some shit. Like, bro, what the fuck was that? Out of nowhere, that fucking I wrote it down. That fucking early 2000 motherfucking 90s ass animation and shit. Like fucking Yu Yu Hakusho and all that kind of shit. I'm hell no, fucking flashback type shit. Okay, we gonna see, man.
Hey, we're gonna see tomorrow. Shit, fucking tough.
Oh fuck. Okay. Hey, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Put that shit down.
Yeah, the only thing I had left was that fucking Sukuna basically he didn't help Yuji out during the fight. How basically like they got to the end and he's like, damn, you finna lose to these, worthless ass, this worthless ass motherfucker. Like get your shit together. All right, get your shit together. I'm like, damn, Sukuna, like, you really just gonna let this nigga die?
You gonna be my that soup, nigga? You can't be him?
Man.
Nah.
Shit crazy, man.
Next episode though.
I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow, shit. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's been great since they came back with the obviously not the first episode back because they had to get us into the Shibuya shit, but basically every episode since that first episode when it came back, it's been great, man. They've been great.
Only thing I can say, the shit that's really tweaking me out still is this nigga Toji.
Like, bro, I can't wait to find out what's going on with that shit, bro. Like, I had kind of talked about that. Like, is he gonna maybe take over the body? And then a couple of episodes later, he fucking did. And I'm like, oh shit. So now I wonder if he's gonna meet up with Megumi and they gonna fight or some shit. Like, hey, come on now. Or if he's gonna like team up with them because he remembers what happened in his past life and the shit how he lost to Gojo and him like actually having a realization on why his mentality got warped and twisted and all that kind of shit. So now he's gonna be on their side to help, or we gonna see, man. I'm excited though, but I can't. I'm so fucking happy Toji is back, bro. Cause you can't introduce a character that cold and then kill him like that, bro. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Dog, him and his fucking chain, boy. They.
Beating ass, dog. Beating ass.
Can't wait. Said motherfucking granny. What she say? I don't channel the soul for this specific reason. Said shit. Hey, you fucked up, granny.
Nigga, the soul overpowered this motherfucker. Come on now.
Told you, baby. That's told you. Motherfucking heavenly pact and all that shit, man.
No cursed energy at all whatsoever. The nigga is just straight hands.
Facts.
Hands God, hands team. Man. Put him on the front lines, bro. Have him go up against anybody.
Facts. Yeah, great 2 episodes, and I really can't wait to see what comes next. What happens in tomorrow's episode? Really can't wait.
Yeah, but then that leads, man, right into the festival.
Man, yeah. So this will kind of be quick for me. It's nothing really, really happening in these episodes of 79 and 80. I'll start with 79 because a little bit of stuff does happen in 80 with the Admiral and whatnot. So you start 1079 basically finding out Wano is still closed with the 5 elders because they're having a conversation. Wano's still closed, Anisha left, and they're still talking to CP0 to fucking try and get Nico Robin, obviously, which is clearly never gonna happen. Yeah, never gonna fucking happen. You're never gonna catch her, not as long as she's with the Straw Hats. Especially now that she's with a fucking emperor, but that's 1080.
Really not. What's on that shirt? What's on that shirt?
You feel me? We'll get to that. 1080. Wait. Said we jumping ahead.
The reveal of somebody.
Man. Fucking, what else happened? We got Hawkins talking with Drake. And fucking he reveals that the 1% was actually Hawkins and not Drake. Like, that shit blew my mind, bro. Because I read that shit. I didn't see it that in the episode first. I read that shit and I'm just like, bro. So basically, the whole reason he didn't switch sides was because the whole shit with not that. Because he kind of explained his whole pride and shit, like switching with Kid because Kid and Killer kept fighting. So he's like, I can't fucking grovel up to him. Kind of like Drake did to fucking join, join the Straw Hats in the fight and shit. He couldn't do that shit because of
Luffy one time. Luffy like, all right, come on.
Hey, no. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, but I mean, like, that's the kind of way he would have, type of way he would have kind of got back into their good graces to help fight them because they know they're gonna end up beating Kaido and shit. So, I never really liked Drake. I was kind of on Kid's side when he talked about the whole, you knew you were gonna lose type shit. Well, if you already knew you was gonna lose, there's no point in you being a pirate, period. If you sitting here relying on the futures and all that kind of stuff.
Hawkins.
Man.
Your ass said Drake. Your ass said Drake. Hawkins.
Oh, yeah, Hawkins. Good shit. Yeah, the other shit was basically they have to reteach Wano's history, so it's not the lady with and the fucking long ass neck and shit. So it's not her.
We gotta teach you guys the actual
history about Odin and
good.
Yeah,
Kosuke Oda was not a fool.
No.
He was not the enemy. He was somebody who brought peace. That was a real OG.
What Shinobu say now? Who's the silly lord? Yeah.
Head going on one of them. The other one down in the bottomless pit of lava. Come on now,
man. What else did they talk about? They gonna build the graves for like Odin and all his retainers and all that kind of stuff. Onimaru's gonna be able to get in there too as well. And then basically the rest of it is Luffy and Zoro basically wake up, and then that's when everybody essentially like comes together,
bro. Ain't no way in hell this nigga used Ashura to eat
and drink at the same time, like, bro.
Nigga,
yes,
you wasting power on this shit.
Yes.
Fuck it. Luffy going crazy. He said, "Fuck it, you know what? Channel my energy,
grabbing all that shit." Man.
I got 3 heads. I got 9. Let's go to work,
man. Facts. The other shit, the crew's all back together and whatnot. Everybody's awake. Momo finally got his ass cracked by fucking Nami, bro. He finally got hit because, obviously he's older now after the whole transformation. 28-year-old body, 8-year-old in the head still. So, fucking, he jumped on Nami like he normally does. She, boom! What the fuck is wrong with you? It didn't hurt, but still, fucking, I'm still 8, It was like, oh yeah, that's true, blah, blah, blah. Fucking Zoro was like, he was trying to fight him and shit. Your body looks strong. Let me hit you. I'm not going to hit you hard.
Like that.
Yeah, let me hit you. Crack this shit, yeah. Fucking no sword style, fuck you talking about. Yeah. With just the fucking armament hockey, yeah, from the movies.
Hey, man. You're awesome, boy.
Man.
When you're right, boy.
Yeah, we got Zoro and Sanji's talk. It wasn't like a huge talk, but it's just them kind of acknowledging what happened when they was going against King and Queen. That whole conversation. So they brought that shit up.
When they start the fighting, you seen that he brung out the fucking Conqueror's Haki with the swords.
Yeah, Sanji had fucking the blue shit he used on Queen. Yeah,
These niggas is really going all out right now,
bro. That's what they do, shit. And then fucking we go from that shit to the bath scene with everybody together and everything. So obviously, I'm just talking about that because Yamato ass is with the boys and shit. So, it wasn't really anything crazy but she just hanging out with the guys.
With the girls.
Yeah.
So
how he talked about he was uncomfortable bathing with Odin and all of them back in the day, so he's with the girls now. So
the girls. Yeah. So Kiku goes by they. So Kiku was on that side with the girls because he was comfortable. And for Yamato goes by she, he, and Odin. So that's why Yamato. So Oda put this out for us. Oda put it out, let everybody know. I had a whole debate of fucking the damn page with it. People was going crazy. Yeah. I was like, man, dog. She's there and he's there, but no, it's not.
Yeah,
they're there and Odin's there.
Funny as hell. Yeah, basically, yeah. And then we go from the bath scene to fucking to Green Bull's appearance for the first time.
Just seen it pop up. That's all.
Yeah, and then the fucking the bounties get, the bounties and all that kind of stuff gets leaked, but we don't know who's what and all that kind of stuff until the next episode. Speaking of bounties, said we can go ahead and unveil the new Yonko of the Sea, motherfucking Gom no. My nigga Luffy, man, 3 billion berries. So man, Luffy got the upgrade. Luffy, Law, and fucking Kid, all 3 billion berries each. But Luffy's the only one who gets to become emperor.
Only because they beat Big Mom and Kaido, whose bounties was 9,000, 9 billion. So we give you guys a third of each one of them, which is bullshit. Luffy deserves a much higher bounty than
Facts, he does, because he beat Kaido one-on-one and fucking Law and Kid teamed up. Yeah.
And they barely won that shit.
I agree.
But I'm looking at like, all right, you keep it consistent. Luffy's bounties over the years add up. 30, the 100, the 150, added, the 130 added on to it, the 1.5. I guess it all adds up.
They said most likely his shit at the end of the whole thing is gonna be like 5.6 billion. 5.6 billion.
That's why you always see him with a 5 and a 6 on him somewhere, baby. Hey, boy, you paying attention, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can read articles and shit now, bro. I'm a reader. I can read shit without being spoiled. You feel me? So yeah, I mean, great episode. 1080. So where do we start? The beginning of 1080 is based. No, I was gonna say the beginning of 1080. You start off with the 5 elders, and they talking about the bounty and Luffy and his picture and all that kind of stuff, and the fact that he still has the D on the fucking the D on the poster talking about take that shit out and all that. Man, so
I love Big News Morgan. Thank you,
bro. Yeah, I got that shit in here. Bro, literally, that's what I wrote next. If you can see that shit. That shit says, I rock with Morgan. Fuck you talking about, bro. I rock with Big News Morgan, bro. I fuck with him. Because he really just trying to tell the news and shit, bro. He not trying to let the government put spins and all that kind of shit on it, bro. He, you know. Because he even got in, I forgot what it was, what exactly it was, but he got in trouble for that shit with the government and then sometime back.
They tried to take him out. He said, fuck that. We're going to be in the sky.
And they took off. Yeah, I don't remember exactly when that shit. Probably around like Reverie time, maybe. Okay. Something like that. Yeah.
It was like right when the shit first kicked off. He was like, yeah, all right, fuck all that bull.
Man.
It's Cyber Odie or Reverie. It's around that same. I mean, it's all in the same time zone because obviously we're not that far out.
Right.
We still went through that same year, but yeah, dog.
Man.
Fucking rock with Morgan, bro.
Facts. You see, I wrote that shit. I rock with Morgan. Like, I had to say that shit, bro. I really fuck with Big News Morgan's on some real shit about him trying to, like, really tell the truth, bro. I fuck with that shit. I really do fuck with that shit because we know the government ain't shit. From there,
when you're right, you're right, my boy. When you're right, you're right.
You feel me? From there, we go into the festival celebration and everything. You know, everybody getting ready to party and all that kind of stuff around the city and all that. So that shit is pretty cool. Then the biggest shit is what comes next, essentially, with fucking Robin and Suki. Am I saying his name? Sukiyaki, fucking Odin's father. So. We finally get the reveal.
Damn,
that buddy
and say Odin's father like that, like,
hey,
you can't build it up.
No, listen, that's Odin's father. Listen, he took the motherfucking mask off. The nigga with the red mask with the long nose, who was taking care of Thomas, fucking bro. Like when he took that shit off and actually revealed himself, bro. I'm just mind blown. You know what I mean? So the whole time, like he was really alive. And he knew about all the stuff Orochi and Kaido was doing, but he couldn't do anything about it because he was locked away. You feel me? So it's not like he tried to do that shit. Because if you remember, it goes back to I was gonna say if you remember, it goes back to the shit with the old lady and how she was able to turn into him and whatnot. So they probably had him locked away in the room while she was being him. Exactly. So. That really blew my mind, finding out that he was alive. What even blew my mind more was the fact that we find out about Pluton actually being there in Wano.
At the very bottom, though.
That's why you can't fucking let open the borders because of the fucking weapon and all that kind of shit. And all them motherfuckers will try and come into that shit, but if the walls are up, they can't get in. So it makes more sense why Momo didn't open the borders. The fact that he knew that's crazy to me that he knew. Maybe he read it in a book or some shit like that. Because the crazy thing was the 5 elders, they was basically like, whoever's in charge, they got a smart person in charge. I was like, shit.
It was intuition with shit.
Let's go, Momo.
Hey, look, all I know is that 3 weeks ago, your ass said, hey, man, I hope I can wait the border up. I can wait the border open. And I gave you that.
Yeah. It makes sense now. You know, it makes sense. Because it goes back to the whole thing where I was kind of talking about, and this kind of, I'm going to try and talk about this without I'm going to try and talk about this without spoiling shit. It goes to the fact of when I was talking about needing to keep Wano safe. you know what I mean, being able to keep it safe with just the people who are there, if that makes sense to everybody. So not relying on like Luffy or outside forces or anything, relying on the people that you have in house to keep the country safe. You'll understand really what I mean coming into literally next week's episode. You'll get exactly what I'm talking about. Well, not even next week. This Saturday's episode. Yeah, this Saturday's episode. You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. So I wanted to kind of talk about that, but I didn't want to spoil it, so talk around it. But you'll get what I mean when you see it. Hey, I'm a reader. I'm a reader.
When you know, but when you're right, you're right.
You feel me?
Cause that shit took us right into my boy Green Bull.
Bro, that man went crazy.
Even though they were
weak.
Already,
yeah, they were all weak.
But he was still outnumbered, and Green Bull is a one-man wrecking.
If King and Queen was 100% healthy, he wouldn't have been able to do that.
No, he was.
I don't think he'd be able to do that because Queen was not Queen, fucking King ass, and trying to, his ability and all that kind of shit. I don't think they would have been able to. If those two were fully healthy, I don't think he'd be able to win.
But you gotta remember that Green Bull's devil fruit is overpowered as fuck, and it sucked the life from out of you.
That's if you can get him. Cause you seen, I wrote in the motherfucking book. Listen. Queen was dodging all of that shit like crazy, and he's hurt, bro. You feel me? And he's hurt. So you can only imagine what he could do if he was fully healthy. Because during the whole fight, during the whole Wano shit, we never saw him move like that, bro. The way he was jumping around and flipping and doing all that kind of stuff, dodging the branches, we never saw him do anything like that.
Only when he was dancing, that's it.
He never showed that much athleticism and agility and shit, bro. He was fucking. I wrote that shit down. That motherfucker dodging and shit, doing flips in the air and whatnot, bro.
He hopped on this shit. He started moonwalking and shit.
Go ahead, Queen. Do your thing, man. Said, motherfucker, I ain't fat. I'm just, muscle.
Hey, look,
monkey.
The fastest man in One Piece is Lucky Root, the fat dude or Shanks'. Of course, body mass means nothing.
Funny as hell.
Inside the One Piece world, especially when you got some scarce legs like Queen got.
Man,
Queen got toothpick legs. But Queen got, once that shit hit Queen, it went right through him, sucked his fucking his life force away from a little bit, and was like, man,
the power is cold as hell.
Hey, Green Bull, hey boy, when you're right, you're right. But you take out the fucking a bitch ass leader, so I don't know.
You want his praise. Oof. I don't know about that.
You got a reel with an iron fist.
Man, yeah, I don't know about that. If that's who you want to look up to and fuck with, then or want praise and approval from, I'd rather have somebody like Garp, but that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You feel me? So,
Garp. Hey, we all see what Garp's apprentice did.
Come on now. Fucking, and then from that fight, Luffy basically kicks off the banquet, and everybody, celebrating. He's the banquet leader and everything. The only thing that kind of sucked, for me, I wanted them all, like, all the Straw Hats together. You know what I mean? When they did the fucking toast and all that kind of shit. Like, that part, I did not like that at all. I wanted them all together. Like, how they were all together on the fucking, the little island and whatnot. And they was all together at the barrel and shit. Like, bro, I wanted them all together.
All together on Skypiea. That was all together in Jaya.
That normally always all together when they do the fucking like toast and shit, but
this wasn't the toast though. Remember that the toast was supposed to happen, but Jinbei was the only one who showed up.
I thought that was supposed to be like the banquet dinner shit that they cooked for them.
That was their banquet, but that was gonna be their toast. But remember,
because they all ate. Yeah, when they woke up, they all ate. Yeah, they all ate and shit. And that was basically like you couldn't expect them to sit around and wait for 2-3 hours for food. But Jinbei turned up because he's honorable, respectable. That's the proper thing to do.
That's
the elder. I mean, he's not the oldest one, but he's like the elder statesman. Because Brook, he's the oldest, but he's a fucking kid, dog. Said Jinbei and Robin are like, mom and dad of the fucking crew. Like when you get to see them walk together to fucking Onigashima and everything. Like they the mom and dad, bro. Everybody else is just kids. I mean, you could say maybe Nami's like the auntie or something because she doesn't really get into the shit like Luffy and all of them, the stupid ass shit, and she gets mad at him and whatnot.
But then that would mean that Zoro's like the uncle because Zoro has that.
He be getting into silly ass shit too though.
But that's why he's the uncle.
Listen, if Nami punches your ass, you know, you get into some shit. And she basically punches everybody on the crew.
Hey, Nami got hockey, that's why.
I was gonna say, I think the only person I don't think she's hit is fucking Frankie. I don't think she's hit Frankie. Going off the top of my head, I don't think she's hit Frankie.
Yeah. In a way. Frank would be uncle.
The cool uncle. Yeah. Super. Yeah. But I can't remember her ever hitting I know she hit Sanji. Zoro, fucking Luffy, Brooke. We know what happened to Brooke all the time. Can I see your panties? I don't know. Did she hit Chopper? Has she hit Chopper?
No, she did not Chopper.
Okay. I feel like maybe she has only because Chopper be in the shit with them too. You know what I mean? He really be in the shit, but he's a kid, you know. So they kind of let him scoot off, and he's small too, so they let his ass scoot off with the shit. Yeah.
Even though he could go to his human form and be fucking up there with
get his ass knocked the fuck out. Yeah, the biggest this also goes about kind of what I was talking about when I didn't want to spoil anything, but it's the conversation Momo, Luffy, and Yamato have on top, like literally right after the battle is over, when they on top of the castle of Onigashima and all that kind of stuff, and they're basically saying like, one, Luffy has been his thing through the whole thing. He doesn't want to be seen as a hero. He's a pirate, you know.
Hero.
Yeah. The second thing, the really big thing was he doesn't want them to know that it was Luffy and his crew who helped them do that shit, because when they leave, the kind of the protectors, the kind of the safety, you know what I mean, the safety valve against people coming in like Green Bull and all that kind of stuff, they don't have anybody to fight back against it, so they be kind of worried. So essentially, I can't really talk too much about it, but you're gonna see what comes in next week's episode, and that kind of helps go to what Luffy's saying.
Remember this, Luffy is an emperor now. He's a Yonko. Once you have Yonko protect the territory and that flag's there, there's no messing with it still, no matter how it goes.
Facts.
There's no fucking with that territory, whether you're a Marine, pirate, anything.
He only got 2 territories right now, though. It's fucking it's Wano and Fishman Island. He didn't officially put a flag up there, but he said after I go and kick Big Mom's ass, I'm gonna make Fishman Island my territory. He didn't kick Big Mom's ass, but it's his territory.
and you could also say that for Alabasta.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that. Yeah, I'd say that. Fucking, you can say damn near Drum Kingdom too. Yeah, Drum Kingdom too. Yeah, basically every island he fucking goes to and liberates. You know what I mean? But the real big ones where he like, the real big ones that he said was fucking Fishman and fucking and Wano. So
yep.
But it's essentially every place he's fucking liberated, because all the people still fucking, you know what I mean? They still like Luffy this, Luffy that. You get to see him when arcs are over, when we do the whole kind of around the world type shit. I fucking love that, man. That's what, like, believe it or not, that's one of my favorite fucking parts of like One Piece, like getting to see how everybody is fucking reacting to what Luffy and the crew have done on their newest adventure type shit. So I really love that.
Hey, look, Luffy don't own every territory because Dressrosa is protected by Usopp.
Boo, boo, boo.
That's God's territory.
Boo, boo, boo. Funny as hell. But then, to kick it all off, to end everything off, just 2 more points.
Running up on them. Kid ran up.
Yeah, Kid runs up to fucking Luffy, and Luffy grabs his ass and brings him in. That's fucking toast. He's like, no, I ain't here to toast with you, nigga. I'm here to take your head. I want your title. Yeah. My title? What you talking about? Yeah. And fucking, we get the new bounties and everything. We go fucking, the new emperors are announced. We got, believe it or not, Motherfucking Buggy is an emperor. Buggy is an emperor now, y'all. Fucking listen, y'all will find out why. They do explain why he's an emperor, and I don't know if it'll blow y'all or make y'all upset, but it's pretty fucking funny to me. I thought it was pretty funny. I wasn't really upset by it. Yeah, I wasn't upset by it. I thought that shit was pretty fucking funny. We got Buggy. We still got Teach. Blackbeard, obviously. We got fucking Shanks, the red hair Shanks, who we'll get to see next week's episode.
All three of them were all a part of Roger's crew.
Facts. We haven't seen him for a good minute, so it'll be the first time we see him in a good long while since fucking Marineford, really, right?
Yeah, when he walked.
When he ended the fight.
The referee.
When he was with the five elders. When he was with the elders. Yep. That was the last time we saw him when he wanted to have that conversation. And then the last fucking last one, motherfucking Monkey D. Luffy, you feel me? I had to go ahead, change and get right for this shit, because we got the reveal. Motherfucking Emperor, man. And the last thing is just the Green Bull fight, like the official, like an actual fight where motherfuckers are fighting back against his ass. Comes on Saturday, and I think that's gonna be really good. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good animated, because I enjoyed reading it, but like now you'll actually like get to see it with like the details and all that kind of stuff. Funny as hell, yeah, imagination. Said no cap. When I be reading, like I try and imagine that shit, and then like English voices and shit. Yeah, no cap. That's facts. And I can do it with a good amount of characters now, because some of Wano, they've got all the way up to episode 10, 13, I believe it is. It's fucking in English. Yeah.
They are moving and grooving.
So yeah, that should be pretty good. I'm really interested. Really can't wait to see that fight next week. And then I can really talk about what I wanted to talk about with the whole kind of Luffy conversation and what that means for like the future of Wano and everything. So
yeah, because the future Wano was
a heartbreaking moment. It depends on how you all feel. There will be a heartbreaking moment, either in next week's episode or the week after next.
I love it.
I'm so hurt because I wanted this shit to happen, but I understand because this all goes into like I can't talk about it. I can't really openly talk about it until like next week or the week after when y'all see that shit. Yeah. When y'all see it, because like we said, we don't give away spoilers or whatnot. We really try and keep everything anime only, because we know basically everybody watches anime, but not everybody reads the shit. So don't want to spoil anything for y'all. So just know I'm really gonna be able to talk more openly about that, I believe, either next week or the week after next. So can't wait for that.
Coming to those last two episodes, and then we
getting out of here.
We all going our separate ways.
Getting out of here. So long, Wano.
What they say, you pick your poison.
Man.
Bat. It all makes sense soon.
Man. Y'all will see, man. Since we're readers, we kind of know ahead of time what's coming for the episodes and whatnot. But just be ready for some shit. The shit that's coming up, like the ending of Wano, like it's gonna be one crazy, with the fight and everything this upcoming week. The next week's episode is just probably gonna be the final shit. Yeah, the final shit with them actually leaving, and then from there, bro, from a reading standpoint, listen, y'all are going to be blown away from some of the shit you see. Like, no cap. I knew a bit of the stuff, like one of the rematches I knew about, because I knew about that shit back when fucking when Rob and 12 was talking about that shit on the channel. I already knew about that shit, so I got to see it and whatnot. Like, even though I knew, still reading it and seeing it was still like the first time. Like, that shit was cold. Like, y'all gonna see what a certain character looks like now with the shit like pushed up to another level. Like, hey, just know the next arc, the next island.
But he
I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it.
I'm on a new level. Yeah, I'm on a new level.
Yeah, but you ain't on Luffy's.
Psych.
Yeah, you ain't on Luffy's. Fucking, because he an emperor. And the shit that means about being an emperor, like, you can't fucking fight against them and all that kind of shit. Like, he's really one of them, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I knew he was going to be one I've known for the longest. But he's really a fucking emperor, bro. Like, I mean, damn, he's really an emperor.
We had the unofficial "You're the fifth emperor" by everybody.
Bro, that blew my mind. Like when Sims was over here, when Bag was over here, we was watching that episode together, and they said the fifth emperor. I started screaming at the top of my lungs, bro. I'm like, yeah! I was so fucking excited, but now, fifth, it's official. He's one of the 4. Fuck you talking,
Hey, you know what's one of the 4? Sanji. He's number 4.
Boo, boo, boo.
It goes Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, and Sanji. You're back to number 4, boy. Get out of here.
I'm dead.
Get out of here. Let's go. Zoro baby on deck. Zoro Nation, where you at? Stand up.
Man, hey, shit. I'm at the top. I'm the captain, so, I'm all good. I ain't worried about shit, you feel me?
Hey, it's cool, man. We got all forms of hockey still in both parties.
Facts. Yeah, solid 2 episodes. Like I said, 1079. That's really more so recapping and kind of talking and whatnot, because the arc is coming to an end. You know how basically all the arcs kind of come to an end with the last couple of episodes. Is a party celebration, and then showing what's going on around the world, the new bounties, if they're getting new bounties or whatnot, and then they move on. Move on to the next island and the next adventure. And the next one, just like, I've been wanting this for a while, because we get to see a character that I've wanted to see for a good long time, because they talk about him so fucking much throughout the show. So you finally get to see him, and it's really just so much that's going on. Like, it kind of changes everything. Like, I really can't talk about that, because that's far into what I've been reading. But just know, like, the next arc, man, it changes. It really changes everything. And I'm not all the way caught up yet. I'm just at 1082. I got to get to 1096, right? That's the newest one.
Yeah, newest one.
So there's even more stuff that I still don't know. But the stuff that I do know, it's just like, bro.
Even with him caught up to where he's at, there's still a lot of
stuff that he can't even talk about. Yeah, so just know it gets. You thought Wano was crazy. You thought like Kaido being, how strong he was. But think about it. Like, I saw a post about that. Think about that shit. He's not even the last fight. You know what I mean? After how strong Kaido was, we saw it.
You still got 2 to 3 more people he got to go through.
You saw it on full display, and he's not even the last motherfucker we got to go through. So it's like, how much crazier can this shit get? Because, we got to have fucking a Blackbeard fight at some point, and the fight against the Marines at some point as well, too. And I want to get there to see that final battle. Yeah, I want to get there to see that final battle and shit, but I don't want to get there because I don't want this shit to be over, man. It's really like that. We want to know everything. We want to know the D, the Will of D, what the One Piece is, the 100-year boy century, all of that shit, Joy Boy, all of that shit. But we don't want it to be over, man.
Yeah, Sirski. But of course, man, you guys know where it's at.
My fault, y'all. I had to put in this motherfucking bet, this boost. It's not till 840, but I thought it was 820, so I had to fucking, I thought it was 820, so I'm like, hey, let me just go ahead and do that shit now. Let me not even risk missing it. Yeah, let me not risk missing that shit. Yeah. So, decent couple of episodes of One Piece, closing up and everything.
Episodes with JJK.
Great episodes of JJK with the fights, Nanami and fucking Yuji and fucking the blood cursed spirit and everything. Like,
this wasn't even said. This man Itadori went into the stall, jumped off the stall, drop kicked the man, went back into the stall.
That fighting shit was like, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
It made up for what was missed before. What you said, would you say, I think this was just BS with the caterpillar, but nah, they
definitely
made up for
that
it.
Shit.
So
definitely made up for it. So I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow when I get home from work. I will definitely be tuning in to check out and see what's going on in the new episode. So great, like we said, good episodes of One Piece, 2 good episodes. Can't wait for this upcoming episode with seeing Green Bull and everything fight. Great episodes of JJK with the Nanami fight and the Yuji fight against the blood curse spirit and everything. So can't wait to see what comes next week. Well, not next week, tomorrow with the 2 girls and how they ended up saving Yuji and everything and what's gonna happen with that, man. So Like we say all the time, thank you for making it this far, because that means you've gone from beginning to this point, which really helps the channel, whether you actively watched it or just put it on and let it run. Either or, it helps the channel, it helps us. We truly appreciate it. We're at 254 subscribers at the time of recording. We hit our 250 goal. We on our way to the top. Next goal we pushing is for 500, so 254. We working on going on the way up to 5. Be prepared, everybody who's watching the podcast and everything. Be prepared to watch the next episode to find out who's gonna be our winner and everything. Who's gonna get the prize, like Jazz did, and how she came on the show. So maybe if you all want to, if you want to, can find some time, you can come on and talk some anime and whatnot with us if you into that kind of stuff. If not, we will definitely make sure we get you your gift. If you did, go ahead and enjoy the video. Make sure you hit that like button if you want to see more from the 1216 podcast Sports Saga. When we get back to it, we should probably, I believe we'll have one for football this upcoming weekend. We're gonna try and work on that. It may not be anything for Thursday, but for the Sunday and Monday games, we'll try and get something out.
Definitely will be.
Try and get something out for you for that. So stay tuned for that as well.
And NBA season starting up.
So we're going to start talking about basketball as well, too. Yup. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Big stuff coming. You want to get notified every time we drop something new, hit that notification bell, and we will see y'all in the next one. Fusion! Ha!